Welcome, everyone. Welcome on the call. We will begin as soon as a few people hop on. I will be going over the charts as usual. In the meanwhile, I will put some music on.
Myself to sleep. You thought the cliff I jumped off was just too steep. With you, I kept on losing my
person trying to learn, because this is something entirely different from anything else. It's not a sport. It's not an exercise regime where everybody is going to follow the same procedure. It's not like a Peloton. You are always going to be the problem. It's not the teacher. It's the person trying to learn this. You are always going to be the problem. It's not the teacher. It's the person trying to learn this, because this is something entirely different from anything else. It's not a sport. It's not an exercise regime where, everybody is going to follow the same procedure. It's not like a Peloton. We're not going to be sitting our asses in front of a computer screen each time we do it, and we're all going to have the same results. We're all going to have different results. Even if I were to sit in front of you and press the button and go into the market and trade, go long, here's my stop, here's my target, I'm going to take my partials here. You're all going to do it differently. You're going to sit and wait. Let me see if it really is starting to move in the favor he's talking about. Okay, now I'll chase. I'll trust it now. He's probably right. You're smiling. You're thinking, damn, he's got me. That's exactly what I would do. Right. This isn't my first rodeo. I've done this for a long, long time, folks. I've trained a lot of people, and I have a lot of students that came and failed. Not because this stuff doesn't work, because they are broken. They have never fixed themselves. They've never been personally responsible. And it's so easy for them to point and find a fault outside of themselves. And you're going to have to do very, very hard things in 2023 to keep yourself from feeling that way, because you're going to do something wrong. You're going to get things incorrect when you're trying to learn. Your observations, when I prompt you, what do you think it's going to do right here? Do you think it's going to go to this level? Or do you think it's going to go to this level? It's interactive. It will be interactive. And if you get it wrong, do not look at that as I'm defeated. I'm never going to learn this. The moment you don't do it right, or if you get it wrong, that's zeroing in on an opportunity for you to improve on. And when I periodically ask everyone as a community, where do you see yourself point? It will help me as the educator dial in on the areas collectively where people are having an issue. But if you don't show up you won't be caught up with the group. What's that? You have to show up. Time will do all the heavy lifting. I know exactly what I'm going to do with y'all. I know exactly what's going to happen, but you have to do the work. You have to show up. You have to stop looking outside of the markets that I'm talking about, because I don't give a shit about Bitcoin and crypto. Stop asking me. They're going to zero. I've already told you that. Don't ask me about Forex. Unless I'm talking about it in my analysis, it's done. I'm going to talk about it on a daily chart. That's it. You'll have my view. You'll have my bias. You can work with that. Okay? I'm making Monday through Friday, unless my personal schedule or a holiday comes up, I will have a short little concise video talking about where I think the market's likely to go. Is that not enough? It should be. I've already taught you how to trade. I've already taught you a model. If I'm telling you the bias where I think it's going to go, there it is. Sit your ass in front of the charts and study and practice with that. You will get the results you're looking for, but they can't be given to you. You must earn them independently. Period. End of story. There's no shortcuts. I wish there was. Because I could have been done the first year doing this on Baby Tips. So here it is. It's done. And just see it. Check in and see what's going on once in a while. But it's not that easy, folks. It's hard because each one of us has mental baggage. You have stuff that's wrong with you, but you don't want to call it something wrong. You want to find the reasons to justify your shortcomings, your issues, your character flaws. And see, profitable, consistent, long-term, successfully trading in the marketplace requires you to master yourself. You're never mastering the markets. It's never going to happen. That is never going to happen. How do I know that? Well, I know at the back of my hand, and I still can be humbled. It'll do something that I didn't expect. And you saw two examples of that with CPI, which is exactly why I don't trade ahead of it. I know my limitations. I know where I shouldn't step, or the market will remove my head cleanly, efficiently. So when I talk about those things and how to avoid it, those unfortunately are the topics and lessons that nobody really wants to pay attention to, because they think if they just learn how to pick the right order block or the fair value gap that stays open now, you see how that changes? That's always been an interesting study for me as a teacher.
Welcome again, guys. Just ICD speech before we start on risk management. So, welcome again. We are going over the charts. If I see a setup, I will call it out. If you have any pairs you want me to go through it, I will go through them. DXY, I am bearish on DXY. We did just tap this small monthly fair value gap. Took some liquidity, retraced, which is fine. Order flow still looks. So this bullish fair value gap on the monthly, we reacted off of it and gave like a nice reaction. So I am looking at these lows for DXY. There is a 3-month fair value gap here. We are in a 3-month bullish fair value gap as well. So in 26 days, if we close below this fair value gap, my bias will reaffirm, and it's good bearish narrative. So the next 3-month candle, I do not want it to immediately rebalance this more than 25% and then close below this fair value gap. Then we can retrace, no worries. But this can say it's long term bearish, and in the next 26 days we can actually expect this to just continue to go down, which will be phenomenal if we close below here in the next 26 days, then some retracement to go short on the dollar. And then we can see a good reversal from 85 level, which also reaffirms with my bias. Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum assalam, everyone. So, yeah. Even euro, this 3-month fair value gap reaction was really nice. So guys, let higher time frame do the heavy lifting, and scalping in higher time frame areas will give you the highest probability. So back in 2023. And in the next 26 days, if we continue to go higher and close with the potential inefficiency, this is really good. I can easily see this almost double top on Euro USD. This is going to act like a magnet. So I have been expecting higher prices on Euro and GU since literally last year, and maybe even before that as well. Adam and I were able to actually profit really well from Euro swings, alhamdulillah. What is going on? So these will act as a magnet. So we've taken this. We can expect like a low resistance run towards 1.25. So I am bullish, and we have NFP this Friday. I expect like massive moves to be delivered. Usually, last year with S&P, pre NFP was mostly like continuation, and we can see that over here as well. So Monday, pre NFP week, we got a small retracement, and Tuesday, we're getting that continuation. And people who say, "Oh, don't trade before NFP," now if you know when to trade before NFP and when not to trade before NFP, uh, like look at this Tuesday move, so clean. Even pre-market, amazing entries here. Even in this 1 hour gave that inversion as well. Even here, 10 a.m. provided a very nice setup as well. So it was really nice move. Yesterday, PM session, we were trading here. So which was incorrect on our part. Usually when there's a large range AM session and a morning session, you expect chop and you have to expect some chop, which we did. Eventually our TP did get hit after taking our stop loss, but that was incorrect because guys, trading live also, trading in front of people puts some psychological factors in play. I just felt like, taking a trade, but because it's the first week of our launch, but that was wrong. But at least we were able to get out at reduced risk. So it shouldn't been more than 0.2 to 0.35% of your account. If you risk more than that, then I'm sorry, you're gambling, and we do not endorse gambling at all. So we entered here, and then our original stop was maybe somewhere here. Then we got stopped out at reduced risk. It kept chopping, but it did respect our level. Took some. So this PA, it's not high probable PA. Right, we took some buy side. I am like before the session, I am expecting it to now reverse, take this internal sell side, and then from here we can reverse back. So what time is it? Yeah, almost 9 minutes. This is looking good to me. 5 minutes. Yeah, we get this displacement. Let me just clean up the charts. What's your bias, guys? If you have a bias on ES for now for this session, let me know. Guys, I think if this closes below in the next 8 minutes at the start of the 3 p.m., I will probably go short, but only risk like 0.25% to 0.5%. And if we get a chance to pyramid, we will increase our risk as well. Yeah, if there's looks better on NQ as well. I will personally be trading ES only. Displacement on ES has been better. We'll personally wait for the 15-minute close in the next 7 minutes. It's already going down, but I just want it to slow down here and not fill this before the close. 1 minute does not look such. 3 minutes looks good. Let's see if we have any SMT. Yeah, there's equal lows over here as well. Hello, Zahid. How are you? I don't know who you are, but welcome on the channel. Why is this not working? Okay, it's paper trading. Guys, if we end up taking this trade in the next 6 minutes, I want you to only risk like 0.3 to 0.5%. Can honestly trade 0.5% too because this looks like a decent setup. But trading before NFP is always riskier. Waiting for closes is very important. Want this to inverse and act as bearish. If you have a bias, let me know. If you disagree with my bias here. This isn't the most high probability setup, but this is filling all the criteria. If we get a 15-minute close below here, let's see. Made some equal lows, and we are shorting at equal lows, so it is also reduces the probability, but we can get a retracement here. NAS looks bullish, honestly, in comparison to ES. Hmm. Yeah. Okay, Zaid. Welcome, Zaid bhai. Welcome on the call. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, so 5 minutes, guys. Just give me. I will use the restroom. So BRB. Is there a way? So just give me 5 minutes. Uh, I will play something for you guys, and I will be back. 4 minutes only.
It's when you're no longer influenced about pursuing being right, but that line that divides that, where you no longer are satisfied with being right. So when you're no longer chasing that, I need to be right, it's just happening by default. That is my opinion, the clearest indication that you're probably prepared, at least the earliest stages of it. As soon as you start trading with funds or even a funded account, I'm sure you're going to have that magical experience where suddenly it really matters now. It matters if you're right. And then you start that whole process all over again, desensitizing yourself to the pursuit of being right. Now, right is all right, I guess. Wrong is not necessarily bad.
I've been using AI for trading for a month, and I was shocked by the results. Just download Automatics. Choose a trading pair, indicator, and strategy. Press start and watch the results. Try automated trading with Automatics now.
Have you been sitting on a smart business idea and need to get it online? GoDaddy makes it fast and easy with user-friendly products and tools to help you on your entrepreneurial journey. Plus, get AI to help build your business for you with the all-new GoDaddy Aero experience. Start for free at godaddy.com.
meaning that you can get into a trade, you can get into an investment idea, a setup, everything look like it's lining up for you. And as soon as you enter the trade, something just doesn't feel right. You give it a little bit of time, and then finally, you see enough to know that what you're looking at is not a viable setup anymore. And you do what is appropriate. You abort the trade. You turn it off, close it, it's done. Whatever loss, whatever result, you accept it. That's being wrong. But that's not being wrong in a bad way. It's being right about being wrong. And many of you, like me and everyone else that's come up in this industry, in the beginning, when you're trying to do your analysis, you want your analysis to be right.
Guys, 15-minute closing is looking good. Just wanted to close below the 50% in the next 25 seconds. It can close below at least below the 50%, which is still not highest probability. But as we have, okay. 4, 3, 2, 1. Guys, I'm going to short this. So almost 2 contracts. Only risk 0.25%, 2.5%. 30 tick gonna have a safe stop. Although I can make this tighter, but let's just make it like 25 ticks. And TP, first area for partials will be this fair value gap. So if we show here, if you enter now, you can get a nice entry. So it's almost 1:1 if you get enter now, but it's almost 1:0.8. Then full TP will be these lows for almost 1:2. Again, always manage risk. There's always a chance we can be wrong. I just wanted to displace, not reverse. Because if we're wrong, then we can just go fast upside. I do not want that. Not good. The 15-minute as well. Because we are trading against the higher time frame bias, because we are micro scalping. So let's see. When the 1 minute is reacting to that fair value gap, wanted to close below in the 1 minute as well. There is a volume imbalance that just got created. Wanted to speed up down from here. We did tap this 5-minute bearish fair value gap. So I just do not want the 5-minute to close above. If the 5-minute does close above, I will be probably closing the trade. Not the cleanest of delivery, so we can expect like a grinding PA. Is this potential volume imbalance?
Because you think that right is always profitable. No. Think about how many times you were right about the direction, but got shaken out, stopped out. Right about the trade idea, but didn't push the button. So you can be right and be wrong. So it's a matter of perspective. It's not a pursuit for you or me or anyone else that's in this industry try to tell the future with these candlesticks. It's not our endeavor to be right. Our endeavor is to be consistent, doing the same things that's been measured, studied, and has shown to provide a probability that usually ends up in what the past has shown, but that's not indicative of the future. That's that gray area. And you have to embrace not being right all the time and being right enough. But there's a time when you get consistent with your outlook on the marketplace, your timing, your selection, bias, all those things, they come in alignment. And when you no longer have any real concern, not that you are numb to it, because that's a totally different thing, but you're indifferent to it.
With Bookmap, you can see it all on the heat map and with an array of add-ons and indicators available.
Obviously, everyone wants to see the outcome be favorable for them. But there's this state of mind that you're going to reach, and you really won't know what this feels like until you finally get there. And I'll talk about how you get there in a few minutes, but for now, the way I identify it is when you have a trade idea that you've engaged You're in the trade now. The market's moving around, and you are absolutely disconnected in terms of emotion or needing it to be right. And equally so, you're not worried, you're not concerned if you get stopped out. The second one I'm going to talk about first. The reason why you wouldn't be concerned about being stopped out is because you know, if you've been doing the back testing, studying, watching real-time price action with me, you can see that these things are predictable. They're based on time delivery. And these structures that come into the marketplace that present our opportunities, and it may not be an opportunity that you have identified yet, you haven't found your model, but it's okay, you'll find it, it'll come to you. But you don't worry about that outcome being unfavorable because you know that one transaction, that one idea, that you're placing a laboratory experiment around.
Guys, I will reduce my risk once this candle closes, but this needs to close like this. I will reduce my risk to here. Yeah, I'm going to reduce my risk immediately. So if you risk 0.5%, now you're almost 0.25% risk. And if we close, there is a chance we can pyramid. So just pyramid like 0.1, 0.2% risk. I'm going to pyramid right now. Just adding to my position and reducing my risk. So once we tap, just want this to like bleed now. If it goes back up, it's going to invalidate us, but at least it reduced our risk. So if you got in, yeah, this isn't nice. So you shouldn't be more than 0.3, 0.4% if you pyramided. If you did not pyramid, then you should be only 0.25% risk. But this 1 minute is not looking good. Minute close in 3-4 minutes. I just wanted to like close bearish at least and fill this bullish fair value gap. We can just tap into this bullish fair value gap and then go. So I will probably see if we can go break even. Do not want this 15-minute to close bullish. We are in this, want this to inverse 5-minute closes in 2 minutes. Want it to at least close below the 50% previous bullish fair value gap. Because we are trading a bearish move in a bullish order flow, we can expect higher resistance runs. So not as clean. So this green box is key area, guys. Personally, the 50%, we will go break even. Just want 15 minutes to push down in the next minute. 30. Minute till close. Do not want it to close bullish. Come on. We can just reverse bullish from here. If we are not going to see this target, we can just go to the upside. Almost going to stop us out. If this does stop us out, I will look to play some longs. Do not want it to stop us out, please. Should not be more than like 0.3, 0.4% risk. 15-minute has closed. Yeah, we can just go up from here. Yeah, guys, I'm going to reduce my risk. If this closes like I want it to close. 3, 2. Because now if this goes up, not interested. Honestly, wanted to just speed down and fill this fair value gap. Guys, I will reduce my risk to now. So almost now it should not be more than 0.2% risk. 11 ticks. We started with 25 tick SL and now we're down to only 11 ticks. We will hopefully tap this green box, and then we can just go immediately up from there. So just keep that in mind. If you got better entries, you should have had lesser risk. I will reduce my risk a bit more. This is like a bit tight, honestly, but this is close to break even, guys. Almost 8 ticks SL. Should be very little risk. It shouldn't matter if you lose the so I will reduce my risk one more tick. So we're going to tap into the bullish fair value gap. Just keep in mind, we can reverse from here. We are almost now break even, guys. Yeah, we tap to the green. I want 1 minute to close below here for what the fuck is that risk management? It's not even 1 hour RR. Bro, this is how we do it. So with reduced risk, our full TP is 1:12 and 1:6.75 with reduced risk. We trail our stops because we are micro scalping. So yeah. We got a hater in the chat, guys. We got a hater. Hussein Cool Boy. It's 0.5 Farrar. Okay, Cool Boy. No worries, man. I would like to trade with you live. I would like to see you trade live. If you don't have a channel, then don't hate my brother. Just experience my trading for now. If it hits our stop loss now, Hussein Cool Boy will be very happy. So please, we have hit that 15-minute fair value gap, which closes in the next 10 minutes. I would personally want it to close below the 15-minute. So that's why our stop is low, because even if the 15-minute goes back to above this open, I am not interested in sells anymore. Just fill this 1 minute bearish. Did not want it to fill. Personally, I would wanted it to act as breakaway, but at least we have a decent reaction. Like I said, the 15-minute bullish will act as bullish support, so we did expect this reaction, but we are almost break even, so shouldn't be more than 0.2% risk at max. This reaction is okay for now. Just wanted to go lower. Now, guys, I will personally reduce my risk even more, which is even now riskier, but I will reduce my risk, and it is almost only 5 ticks. We started with 25 ticks of risk, and it's only now 5 ticks. So it is almost bare minimum risk, should be bare minimum risk. Hussein Cool Boy. Come on. So we are almost risk-free, guys. So I am happy about today's session. We are trading pre-market NFP, so it is riskier, especially trading. Oh, look at that, guys. It just got stopped out. So almost should be break even, guys. Still a good trade, a good break even. It is 1523. Guys, if this closes bullish, I will enter for buys. Only 0.25% risk, guys. And this low will be the stop loss. Very easy invalidation, but only 0.2% risk. Before, you should have not lost more than 0.1%. And let's try another trade over here. Invalidation is very, very easy. Want the 3-minute to create a fair value gap. It does hit our TP. That's almost 1:2.5. 1 minute does not look good. We have this bearish inversion. Hussein Cool Boy is hating, guys, in the chat. Hussein, bro, we got out at almost risk-free, so doesn't really matter to me. Doesn't look good. We'll wait for this one, guys. Let's see what happens. The PA still is very shit, honestly. Just wanted to go up from here.
This is what's going to price from where it is right now and where you believe it's going to go, and limiting how far it can move against you. So that stop out, if it happens, you're not worrying about it. In fact, you're completely indifferent to it. Meaning, if it does stop out, no big deal. If it runs to your target, no big deal. It's just one transaction. It's one thing that you're doing right now that absolutely has no power over removing you from your entire career. Let's flip the script now. As much as we are not concerned about losing, having a bad result, being stopped out, we're not worrying about being right. We're not worrying about it going to our profit target. We're not worrying about doing a full pull. A full pull is
Ready to trade with a trusted choice? Pick your evaluation route. 1 and 2 step evaluation or
whatever size position you build up.
Guys, give me a minute. I will be back.
You take all of it off at your target, and that's it. It's all or nothing. And while you're learning, it's important not to have that mindset. No matter who tells you otherwise, it's important for you to reward yourself incrementally. Over time, you'll know when the trades are really in your favor to do full pulls, where you don't take any partials, you're just managing the trade with a stop loss. But that takes time. It also takes time getting past the point of needing to be right. Because right doesn't equate to being profitable. It sounds like it's an impossibility because, if you buy and it goes up, you should have made money, right? But you know that doesn't always work like that. You get shaken out of it, scared, or stop loss, hit. But you're right. Remember? It went where you thought it was going to go. And when you're no longer looking at those moves where you were correct and where you thought the market was going to go, you had the draw and liquidity correct, the bias was correct. You knew where it was going to react to. But something didn't line up perfectly, whether you were just a little late getting in or a little too early and getting stopped out and then too afraid to get back in. Whatever the factors are, when you are no longer worried about or concerned about being right about that trade, you have now the mindset it's needed really to do live trading with live funds, whether it be funded or your real money. But But no one's going to be able to, and I can't do this for you, but no one is going to be able to tell you the proper timing for you to take that risk on. And it is risk. But you need to have that desensitized state of mind where you're not holding yourself to a scorecard of how many times I can be right, how many times can I avoid being wrong. And many of you, and I went through this too, you're keeping score on your emotional commitment to a trade. Now think about that. You're measuring your emotional commitment to every trade you're putting on right now when you're new. What separates the trader that thinks like that from someone that's consistently profitable? They're not holding their entire career up by the results of that one transaction. They're not leveraging so much that even if it doesn't pan out, it is insignificant in the grand scheme of things. That one thing, that one transaction, that one idea, that one decision didn't materialize in a manner that was favorable for you. But you're not worried about being right. That state of mind is what I'm getting at with this particular podcast or Twitter space. When being right is no longer enough. See, right now in the beginning, everybody wants to be right. That's your scorecard. How many times can you be right in public? How many times can you be right in your private demo trading or tape reading? And you're building this idea, if you're doing it like this, you're building this idea of reporting to yourself as a scorecard or a report card on the basis of how many times you're right. When you make decisions in the average everyday life, the things you...
Guys, a very nice reaction. I will reduce my risk again to almost this 1 minute potential order block from 13 ticks to now 8 ticks. So almost should have, if you risk 0.25%, it shouldn't be more than 0.15%. Hussein Coolboy just deleted his messages. Bro, if you're gonna hate, then hate with confidence, man. Why'd you delete your messages? Only you know, you'd never say that on my face. But obviously, because you're behind the screen, it's easy for you to do that. Three-minute closes in 1 minute. Would want it to close like really nice. There is a old 3-minute fair value cap which I want to inverse. But if this continues to like just chop, then it's probably low probability day for us. We have created this 1 minute fair value gap. Market is a bit volatile, honestly. Just want to take it, see it take that high. Give us break even. As long as our risk is being reduced, it's a good day for us. That's a good loss for us. Just don't want 1 minute to close with potential inefficiency. Yeah. This is not good. We're back in that inverse. There is a volume imbalance here as well. This volume imbalance. Almost got another 25 minutes. So this is being inversed. Wanted to close above this area.
Want to see happen for you. Sometimes it doesn't pan out like that. Something happens, traffic keeps you from getting into work on time. It wasn't your fault. You made the decision, though, to leave when you did. But you didn't know that traffic jam was going to tie you up. And then you have some kind of repercussion at work.
Yeah, guys, we got stopped out. Shouldn't be more than almost at max 0.5% risk for the day. Market is really choppy, so we are done for the day. And we will come back again. Don't worry. One win we get will remove at least 2 to 3 losses. So as you can see, market is chopping, but one trade today was almost break even. Shouldn't be more than 0.1% risk. If you risk 0.25% on this trade, you shouldn't lose more than 0.2% after reduced risk. So not more than 0.3% risk of our accounts, which is probably not a big deal. So thank you so much, guys, for hopping on, and see you guys tomorrow. So take care.